outside, but we got 74 on the inside versus about 51. So again, if there's a tornado, it could be on the stronger side of things here, moving eastbound. The Indian Homa tornado warning, that one's kind of junk at this point. There's really no rotation up there, but this one here, again, very strong couplet. I mean, this is, you know, one of the stronger ones that you'll see here. Very strong area of rotation moving eastbound. That right there, again, would be your tornado if it's on the ground. And I think it is a tornado, but I'm not going to officially put it on there until we officially have it confirmed. And the warning's about to expire, so I mean, if we had a new tornado warning, it would be on that. This is again north of Loveland in Oklahoma. If you're in this warning, continue to stay in your storm shelter, basement, closet, or bathroom, away from windows, lowest floor possible. And even if there isn't a tornado, we are still talking about significant damaging winds, just for the record. This warning is going to expire in 15 seconds. I'm assuming they're putting a new warning on this, but, I mean, this is an awfully strong couplet right there. Alright, it's now officially confirmed. This is a PDS tornado. This is a large and strong tornado that's on the ground, guys. You gotta seek shelter.
This is an emergency alert. A large and strong tornado is on the ground. Seek shelter immediately.
This is, again, a large tornado. I'm actually not surprised by this, but they've officially now confirmed this as a large and strong tornado that's in progress in southwest Oklahoma. Again, you've got to seek shelter if you're in this warning, away from windows, lowest floor possible, and in an interior room of your home or building. Once again, this is a PDS tornado. That is a particularly dangerous situation. It is a rare situation. This is a large and strong tornado that is in progress right now in Oklahoma. That is near Loveland and Hollister. So once again, you've got to seek shelter if you're in Faxon, Loveland, or Hollister, as there is a large and strong tornado in progress here in southwest Oklahoma, just east of Frederick. This is a confirmed large and extremely dangerous tornado that is moving east at about 10 miles per hour. This could speed up. Just keep that in mind. It's been very inconsistent, but those velocities are very strong right now on radar. The correlation coefficient will update in a second, but I mean, this CC drop is quite strong, literally, and I mean, we're in a very rural area, and it's picking up some significant debris. So again, this is a large and strong tornado that is on the ground moving eastbound. You've got to run to your safe place if you're in this warning. Get away from windows, and that is a deep CC drop. The radar's not even picking it up right now. This is some significant debris that is being lofted up into the atmosphere right now. This is a strong tornado, and I mean it. Like, we're talking very strong tornado right now in progress. The CC values are going under 20%, which it doesn't even pick it up on here, but I mean, it's under like 20%. That means that there is significant debris right now being lifted up into the atmosphere on this storm. The velocities, you can't even really see them, but it's 85 miles per hour versus like 100 or so in the center core. You just can't see it because of how extruded it is. So we have a very strong tornado that's in progress right now in southwest Oklahoma, and this is a very strong and large tornado. It could even be violent. It's moving east right now towards Chattanooga and going towards Faxon, and you've got to run to your storm shelter, your basement, your closet, your bathroom, whatever the lowest floor is in an interior room of your home or building. You've got to run to that place. This is a significant tornado right now that is in progress in southwest Oklahoma. I'm going to zoom out a little bit so you can see where this is going. But this is a very significant storm. And again, PDS means particularly dangerous situation. Again, this does not happen very often, but this storm definitely classifies in that criteria with how strong this rotation is. This is undoubtedly the strongest rotation we've seen on radar today. It's that significant. We have a huge CC drop on this. It is a very strong tornado right now that is moving just on the east side of Hollister, Oklahoma. Again, this is moving eastbound at about 10 miles per hour. It's not fast, but it could be speeding up, which is a bit more cause for concern because this will eventually be going towards Faxon. Long term, it's going to be going towards Walters and Duncan, but again, Duncan's probably still a good hour or two out from this. It could easily weaken by then, but once again, this is a very concerning storm right now that is just north of Loveland. That's again a huge debris signature right now just south of Highway 5. This is again a large debris ball that is developing with this. the signature on radar is clear as day. This is a large and strong tornado, undoubtedly, right now, that is heading towards Chattanooga. Chattanooga is a more populated town here in Oklahoma. Same thing with Faxon, and also the same thing with areas here near Highway 5. Not really much here, but Chattanooga in particular is the next in track of this large and strong tornado. This is what the debris is right now. That's what's being picked up by radar. This is a significant amount of debris that's being wafted up into the atmosphere right now that is moving eastbound. Again, you've got to run to your safe place if you're in this tornado warning. This is a very strong and large tornado that is heading towards Highway 5 near Chattanooga and Faxon in southwest Oklahoma. This is a particularly dangerous situation. It is a very strong and large tornado in southwest Oklahoma, just east of Frederick. Oh my goodness, this thing is just so strong. I mean, this is unbelievable. I didn't expect this at all. I mean, this is so strong. Velocities right now being picked up by radar. I'm trying to use my phone because some of this is getting extruded. Velocities right now are about 110 miles per hour versus about 90 miles per hour. So this could be, again, a very strong tornado that's in progress. And I just dropped my mouse. Sorry, I dropped my mouse. All right, there we go. So again, this is a large and strong tornado in southwest Oklahoma. Very strong tornado in progress. It's going through very rural areas, which is, you know, crazy to say the least because of how deep the CC is. Now, the other problem is that even though it's rural, there's probably a lot of farms here. And you know, if there aren't farms, there's like homes or whatever it might be. This is impacting lots of lives with some of these people maybe not having storm shelters. So this is a serious situation right now near Chattanooga. Again, with a large and strong tornado that's in progress. And this is, again, undoubtedly the strongest tornado that we've seen on radar today, with a very large CC drop. It's, again, a dangerous storm that's going to be going towards Chattanooga. It's, again, a particularly dangerous situation. And when that happens, we are talking about a large and strong tornado that is in progress. It is a very dangerous situation right now in Oklahoma. So this again includes Hollister, Loveland, Chattanooga, and Faxon. Those are the 4 places that are included here in southwest Oklahoma in this tornado warning. Again, the next areas in the track of this will be the Juro-Nemo area near Interstate 44. So have your tornado action plan ready just in case this keeps going. This is now rain wrapped, so there's no way you're seeing this. This is a rain wrapped large and strong tornado. This has gotten even more dangerous. With rain-wrapped tornadoes, what that means is that we have a tornado that is embedded in rain. And there are I'm getting at least one photo on Twitter of this large tornado. You can check it out at MaxVelocityWX. It's very hard to see this at night, but now it's a rain-wrapped large tornado and strong tornado that is now in progress. So, once again, this is a significant storm. This is a particularly dangerous situation, and we have a huge tornado on the ground here near Chattanooga. This is a very dangerous storm. The rotation is insane on this. We have velocities now peaking at 140 miles per hour. That is really strong, and that's going against about 90 mile per hour winds. Which again, that doesn't always mean what the wind speed is of a tornado. It means it's very strong. I haven't seen velocities on radar like this, even what we saw the other day. I mean, the velocities right now just going away from the radar are estimated at 144 miles per hour. That's just going away. That's not going towards. So, I mean, this is, again, a very dangerous situation. Again, you've got to seek shelter if you're in this tornado warning. We got a very deep CC drop for this being a very rural area. This is a serious situation, again, going towards Chattanooga, Oklahoma. And here are the last several scans. I mean, this developed quickly. Hopefully it occludes, hopefully it weakens, hopefully it does the same thing as the other tornadoes did earlier, but man, this thing is strong. Just live south of that. Yeah, I mean, this is so strong. I mean, it's unbelievable. You can't see the velocities, by the way. Like, this is glitched. This isn't like broadening. This is just because of how strong the winds are. I can't even pick it up on here. Like, that's how strong this couplet is right now. We have a huge CC drop still. We got a large and strong tornado right now moving eastbound. This is still a PDS tornado, meaning particularly dangerous situation. I don't expect that to change anytime soon because this is a very strong tornado that's on the ground. again in southwest Oklahoma, near Hollister. This is a completely rain-wrapped tornado, so again, you are not going to see this tornado. You've got to stay in your safe place. Do not try to take a video of this. This is a extremely dangerous storm, and I cannot stress that enough. I know there's only like 1,000 people in this warning, but like this is if you're one of those people, you've got to go to your safe place. Do not try to look for this. It is an extremely dangerous storm. It is a rain-wrapped tornado, 1, and then 2, it is also a huge tornado that is picking up a lot of debris. So you've got to go to your safe place if you're in this warning. It is a very, very, very dangerous storm. And that CC drop is just unbelievable. It's still going. I mean, that's all debris. This is right now, let me just zoom in a little bit. This is right along N2350 road. There are some farms here. This is right along 1830 road, okay? So if you know any people in that area, that's where this tornado is currently crossing. It's about to go onto that same road, and it's also going to be crossing over N2360 road. That's where this large tornado is about to be going right through. It is approaching Highway 36 and Highway 5 here, where this, again, large tornado is currently in progress. It's going to be approaching that area. It's going to be going towards Chattanooga over the next few minutes. And again, if you're just tuning in, this is a large and extremely dangerous tornado that is in progress in southwest Oklahoma near Chattanooga. This is where your tornado is. I know it looks broad, but it's not. That is still a large tornado that is moving east. The hope is that this occludes, but as of now, it is still a large tornado that is moving eastbound. You've got to stay in your safe place and get to that shelter spot. If you are in Chattanooga, Loveland, Faxon, any of those areas, you've got to run to your safe place if you are in this tornado warning. It's a very dangerous storm that is currently happening in southwest Oklahoma. That is still a lot of debris that's being lifted up into the atmosphere. I'm going to try to figure out what other places are in this warning that I can outline here, because this is, again, a very dangerous situation. This is near Hollister, Oklahoma. I'm going to see if I can name off any places for those that are in the warning, that where this tornado is. Okay, so this is near Loveland. So we got some farms by the looks of it in the track of this. We got a lot of farms in the track of this right now. That's basically where this is. We got a lot of farms in the track of this particular storm. So a ton of farms are in the track of this. That's the general area of where this is. It's going to be going towards Hale, Coyote Hills Ranch, the Kinder Wesley area, which it looks like it's... we also got Coyote Hills Ranch. That's the other one. This will be going towards Chattanooga, which, by the way, Chattanooga has a high school. So Chattanooga's in the track of this. There's a high school there. There's a grill, the Chattanooga Fire Department. I mean, all those areas are in the track of this particular tornado if it continues to stay on the ground, which as of now, it is still on the ground with a large debris signature. So that's, again, Chattanooga, Oklahoma. Once again, this is a large and strong tornado that is on the ground heading towards Chattanooga. It is completely rain-wrapped, so you're not going to see this. You've got to stay in your storm shelter, basement, closet, or bathroom, away from windows, and on the lowest floor possible. There are photos, at least one photo on Twitter. I retweeted it at MaxVelocityWX. That's all I've seen so far, though. I have not seen anything else yet. This is still a PDS tornado. Again, this is a life-threatening situation if you are in this warning. It's a large and strong tornado. You've got to stay in your storm shelter, your basement, your closet, or bathroom, away from windows, and on the lowest floor possible. I mean, again, this is one of the stronger tornadoes I've seen here over the last few days. We still got a massive debris signature. It's about to be approaching Highway 5 and Highway 36 in the next few minutes. This is now this is where it is right now. So I'm trying to figure out where else is in this area. It looks like it just went through the Isadore Cemetery. So it looks like it just went through there. And again, it looks like it's about to rip through a lot of farmland. And I'm surprised, once again, it's picking up this much debris with this much farmland in this area. Like, it's a lot of farms. The velocities will update here in a second. They're a little bit behind. Once again, if you're just tuning in, this is a large tornado, a destructive tornado that's on the ground near Chattanooga, Oklahoma. This is a wedge tornado by the sounds of it that's on the ground. Again, I'm retweeting another photo on Twitter. This is a wedge tornado that is on the ground moving east-northeast And if you are in this warning, you need to continue to stay in your safe place. Here's a zoomed out view. Away from windows and on the lowest floor possible. This is a rain-wrapped tornado. So again, it is a very dangerous storm to begin with since it's nighttime. But since it's now rain-wrapped, it's even more dangerous. So again, that's your tornado right there. It's moving towards Highway 5 and Highway 36. If you're out in front of this warning, I know this storm might not be producing a tornado by the time it gets there, but if you're in Walters or Germanino or Central High, Lawton, Duncan, any of those areas, you should stay vigilant. You should have your tornado action plan ready, and you should be making sure that you have multiple ways to receive alerts in case you do end up going under a tornado warning tonight. Again, this is unprecedented because this was just not expected at all today, and all of a sudden we have this large and strong tornado that developed almost out of nowhere. Here in southwest Oklahoma, which we still have its huge debris signature on this right now near Highway 5. Again, the hope is that this occludes, but so far it hasn't really shown that many signs of weakening. It's not showing any signs of weakening, by the way. It is still a very strong tornado, by the way. I mean, this has not shown any signs of weakening. I just got the radar scan for 957, which is the latest one. This is still 954. This tornado is right here. It is still very strong and very large. It has not weakened at all. So this is going to be approaching Highway 5 and Highway 36 over the next few minutes. There you go. Yep. I mean, this is so strong. Again, the velocities can't even pick up on how strong this is. That's how strong it is. I mean, the only things that we can measure with velocities is 94 miles per hour going away from the radar, and then 94 miles per hour going towards the radar. So at the bare minimum, again, this is a strong tornado. It's undoubtedly a strong tornado. But this is a very dangerous situation if you're near Chattanooga. And if you are in Chattanooga, once again, you've got to get to your storm shelter, your basement, your closet, or bathroom, away from windows and on the lowest floor possible, and in an interior room of your home or building. This is still a very dangerous tornado that is on the ground right now in southwest Oklahoma. I'm not trying to be dramatic here, but that is the nature of this tornado warning, and this tornado in particular. It is a very dangerous storm. You know, velocities like this, we saw this a little bit, you know, with a couple of the tornadoes, you know, the other day, but, you know, this is still it's just so strong still. I mean, we're looking at velocities that are being picked up by radar at 120 miles per hour, and that's just one-way winds. That's not the other way. So this is, I mean, it's just, again, a very strong tornado here in Oklahoma, and that debris signature, again, is just fizzling out. You can't even see it. It's that strong. So there's significant debris being lifted up into the atmosphere here. Once again, just southwest of Chattanooga, Oklahoma, and just north of Loveland. And this is a very dangerous storm right now moving eastbound. Very dangerous. If you know any friends or family in this warning, give them a call, give them a text. You know, make sure that they're in their storm shelter or wherever it might be. You know, and it could be a basement, but you need to bring the mattress off the bed if you're in Chattanooga. You know, that's the kind of situation that you're in. If you are in Chattanooga, you still have about a minute to go run and get that mattress off the bed or the helmet or whatever, but you got to get that like ASAP. You know, this tornado is not super fast, so it's still a couple minutes out there from the downtown area, but regardless, you've got to run to your safe place if you're in these warnings. You know, get shoes ready to have shoes on you, because if you do end up having damage in your area like Chattanooga or Faxon, you're going to end up having, you know, you're going to end up having to walk over things after the debris happens in your area, like after all that damage. That's how significant this is right now in southwest Oklahoma. So still a PDS tornado, and I don't think that's going to change anytime soon. This is a very dangerous tornado that's on the ground. And just for reference, this is currently on N2360 road. It is just south of Highway 5. That is where this tornado is still picking up debris into the atmosphere. It's going to be approaching Highway 36, and it's also right along East 1830 road. So that is where this tornado is currently at right now, just southwest of Chattanooga. Again, what we're looking at is the correlation coefficient. That is the debris signature that is being picked up by radar. And once again, this is a large and strong tornado that is in progress here. And it is a very dangerous tornado. And at least it's slow. You know, if this was a fast-moving tornado, it could be way worse because it would be impacting way more people. But right now, it's a slow-moving tornado. It is moving towards Highway 5 and Highway 36 very quickly, though, because it's, you know, within, you know, very short distance of that. So you got to continue to stay in your safe place if you're in this warning. Oh, my God. I mean, the velocities on this are just insane. It is still a very strong tornado. Here's the last few scans for reference. This tornado may be stalling again. You can kind of see it here. The tornado itself is kind of stalled over the last few scans. Hopefully it does that. Hopefully it just kind of stops again in its tracks, like what we've seen a lot today. But, I mean, man, the velocities are just so strong on this. And again, if we just measure it, I mean, we got 94, 110 against unrendering areas with 94. I mean, yeah, these winds are so strong here on this tornado. Just unbelievable. Unbelievable. Here's another view of it. I'm trying to see. I mean, this is the CC again. This is the debris signature. It's been sitting here for the last few minutes. It hasn't moved a whole lot. Hopefully it takes the left-hand turn and occludes, but just, it's horrible. I mean, it's such a... I mean, hopefully there's not very many people in this area. I don't know how many people live in between Chattanooga and Loveland and Hollister, but, I mean, there are some farms there from what I saw. And, you know, hopefully, you know, there's nobody at those farms right now, because if there are, I mean... This is, again, a very substantial tornado right now that's happening here. Just very substantial. Yeah, I mean, the gate-to-gate velocity was 260 miles per hour, just for reference. That doesn't mean we had an EF5 here. I just, you know, that's the gate-to-gate velocities from what I'm getting from somebody on, at least on Twitter, which sounds right with this tornado. And this is completely rain-wrapped, too, so if there's still a tornado here, you're not going to see it. But I am seeing signs of this kind of backtracking again, and perhaps occluding. I'm hoping. It's kind of stopped here over this road. Let's hope that happens. But, I mean, yeah, it's still picking up a lot of debris. It's still on the ground, by the way. This is not lifted by any means. Let's just hope this occludes. I mean, it's kind of going backwards again. That right there is your rotation. Yeah, it's very strong right now. I will play the velocity loop in full after... this tornado lifts. Hopefully it lifts soon, but I'll play the entire loop just so you can see the evolution of this. Look at tilt 2. What about tilt 2? Tilt 2 only has a few frames on here, but I mean, even this, I mean, you could just measure the winds here from earlier, like 90 versus 130. Again, that's a little bit higher up off the ground, but like that's still gate to gate wise, that's still really strong. Wow, I mean, this is where the tornado is right now. Like there's like a hole, there's like a donut hole in the middle of the storm here, where the tornado is. That's it right there. Sorry, the velocities keep glitching. That's the area there. There's like a hole in the radar here now, or like the hole in the spot right here, just south of Highway 5. It's like a donut hole. This is just unbelievable. And yeah, for the record, by the way, this could recycle. If it does end up occluding, it could recycle. We've already had that happen. I mean, that's what just happened. That's how this just happened. We'll see what the next radar scan shows in a second. Tilt 2 on CC. Oh. Wow, this is tilt 2. This is looking higher up into the atmosphere. I mean, this debris is getting shot up like a cannon into the atmosphere. Oh my god. I mean, this is like, again, significant. The debris signature goes all the way up to tilt 4, which I don't know how high off the ground that is from this spot, but it's probably at least around, I don't know, maybe 10,000 feet or so, maybe more than that. I'm not 100% sure. It's close to the radar site, but that right there on the CC, again, is significant debris being lifted up well up into the atmosphere. And this is, again, a very rural area. I mean, we're talking about a lot of farms. There are some buildings, for sure, but, like, you know, there aren't very many. So the fact that it's even that intense is just crazy to me. I'll have a new velocity scan in a second. Is that only 4,500 feet? Is that all that is? This tornado, by the way, is still in progress. It's still very well on the ground. Again, this is a particularly dangerous situation. Again, if you're in this tornado warning, you need to continue to stay in your storm shelter, your basement, your closet, or your bathroom. away from windows and on the lowest floor possible in an interior room of your home or building. Once again, this is a dangerous tornado. It is a large and very strong tornado that has been on the ground for about 15 to 20 minutes now. You've got to seek shelter if you're in this warning. This is a serious tornado. Again, this is in southwest Oklahoma near Chattanooga. The brief signature is still there. I mean, we still got a large tornado on the ground. Strong tornado. It's in progress. It's kind of standing still now. I mean, over the last few scans, it's barely moved. And it's now going backwards. So if you're behind this, you got to seek shelter. The tornado's now going backwards. It's going west. I mean, this has been such a wacky day, but this tornado is now going westbound. It is now heading backwards to the west. It's going to be going towards Highway 5. If you're in Hollister, stay weather aware. Hopefully it includes by then, but it's now going west. On the latest scan, this is all the sun going backwards. If you're still in Chattanooga, stay in your safe place, because it's now going westbound. I mean, this is just insane. I mean, now it's going west. It was initially going east. I mean, I've never seen stuff like this. This has happened like 3 times today. It's going west now. This is unbelievable. You can still see that like little hole in the middle here. That's your debris. I honestly could not tell you I've never seen something like this where it's legitimately going backwards now. The storm motion is so low today. Like there's like nothing steering these storms basically, and this tornado is now all of a sudden going west. So this is backtracking. It's going to be heading back toward, if it stays on the ground and doesn't occlude, which it hopefully will occlude, this is going towards N2330 Road, just south of Highway 5. It's going to be going towards Hollister. Hollister, you don't have to seek shelter yet, but if this keeps going westbound and stays strong, you're going to have to go back to your storm shelter or basement. Hopefully, again, most cases, tornadoes have occluded this way, but we know with how strong this tornado is, you know, anything is possible at this point. And also, this could recycle, for the record. We could get something down here, down the road, with another tornado developing. I'll have another velocity scan in a minute, but again, this large and strong tornado is now going west in the latest scan. But anywhere in the pink polygon, you still got to be in your storm shelter, basement, closet, or bathroom. We'll have another scan here in a minute. We have a new tornado warning for this activity. I just mentioned it.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
Yeah, we got a new rotation area down here, so we have now possibly 2 tornadoes that are going to be in progress here. We got one just south of that going towards Granfield and Duval, and then the other one going westbound. This one's going east, by the way, down here. This area rotation is currently going east. This one's currently backtracking west. Again, very weird things, but this one's going to the southeast right now. This, again, radar indicated rotation on the south side warning. The one that's back over east and northeast of Hollister is still on the ground, producing a large and strong tornado. Again, if you're in either of these warnings, you've got to get to your safe place, you've got to get away from windows, and you've got to go to the lowest floor possible. That could drop a tornado near Granfield at any time. This storm is likely occluding, but it is still going backwards. It is still going west. It is going to be heading towards the kind of just northeast of Hollister here. I'm going to zoom in again. A couple of homes, it looks like, here near E1825 Road. I mean, hopefully if anybody's in this area, hopefully they, you know, have something left to be in. Because, I mean, this tornado is legitimately going back where it just came from. It's like going for a round 2 right now. It's a little bit north of the initial track, but still. I mean, once again, this is what you call a drunk tornado. I mean, it's unbelievable. All right, once again, we got rotation developing on the southern storm. I'm trying to verify that a little bit. That rotation's been intensifying over the last few minutes. That has at least a wall cloud or funnel cloud, most likely, on that storm. And we still got our tornado in progress, that PDS tornado going west up here. Again, this storm right now is going, or not that, sorry. This one right here. This one's going kind of east, southeast, and southeast right now. But by the looks of it, this one is occluding right now, and this is going to be our new tornado most likely, but still stay in your storm shelter if you're anywhere in that pink polygon, because that still could do some weird stuff. I mean, it's already gone backwards, but, you know, it could go the other way again or something stupid. What's the CC drop? That is the debris signature on radar, which we still have, by the way. That storm up here is still producing debris. So this tornado is going back basically where it just went through, if that makes sense. Again, it might not make sense because this is just really weird, but if this tornado is still on the ground, it is essentially going right through where it just came from. Okay, the latest scan just showed it occlude. We have another tornado likely forming now near Grandfield, and that's going towards a more populated area. That is probably on the ground, by the way. So we have another tornado that is about to drop here. So this is a completely done a recycling stage. The other one went backwards to the west. That has, at this point, more than likely occluded. If it hasn't, it's about